Hello, my name is grandmothers and great-grandmothers. Of the hundreds of Torah commandments, or mitzvot, 3 are unique to Jewish women. The 3 mitzvot are the mitzvah of challah and kashrut, the lighting of Shabbos candles, and the keeping of taharat hamishpacha. These 3 mitzvot were held dear by Jewish women throughout our history and have preserved and perpetuated generations of Jewish life. There are many institutions in Jewish life, but the Jewish home is by far the one central to it. It is here in the home that these 3 mitzvahs find expression. The kitchen, the hub of every Jewish home, is always bustling with activity. It is the pulse beat of the Jewish family, where physical and spiritual connect through kosher food. Here in my kitchen, I create a wide variety of dishes from many different cuisines. But whatever the recipe may be, it always gets a generous sprinkling of Jewish spirit. The food in my kitchen becomes nourishment for soul as well as body. The observance of kashrut, the Jewish dietary laws established in the Torah, determine which foods are kosher, meaning fit for consumption by Jewish people. The laws are complex and many, but in a nutshell, a kosher kitchen should maintain a separation between meat and dairy foods. We use separate dishes, utensils, and appliances for the preparation, cooking, and serving of these products. In a strict vegetarian diet, where no meat or dairy products are used, the dishes are kept parve. Of course, all foods must be certified kosher, even those labeled organic. You can look for these certifications on the labels of the food products you buy. There are many intricate laws involved in the preparation of kosher meat and poultry. From the slaughtering and through the stages of the koshering process, soaking the meat, salting, and rinsing it. As such, kosher meat must be prepared only by a knowledgeable Torah-observing person. Back in the old days, my great-grandmother, and probably yours too, used to bring her chickens to the shochet to be slaughtered. Then she would kosher them herself in her kitchen. Yet despite the hardships, Jews kept the dietary laws. It was the Jewish thing to do. Today, we can enjoy the convenience of buying koshered meat and poultry prepared under the highest standards of kashrut and government inspection in a clean, modern plant. The availability of a wide variety of kosher products at your local supermarket has made keeping kosher relatively easy and convenient. Many supermarkets also carry a selection of prepackaged kosher meats and poultry. In recent years, keeping kosher has become increasingly popular with modern Jews, whether their diet is conventional, vegetarian, or macrobiotic. There is much truth to the saying, "You are what you eat." Kosher food refines and sensitizes the Jew to spirituality. The kosher kitchen distinguishes the Jewish home from the non-Jewish home, and it is the Jewish woman who makes that difference. It is she who sets the atmosphere in a Jewish home. Before starting to cook, she shares her concern for others by dropping some spare coins into the pushka, a charity box which is a permanent fixture in her kitchen. thereby making the act of kindness a foundation of the home. Challah baking is an old Jewish tradition. Though all kosher bakeries sell challah, many Jewish women prefer to bake their own challah for Shabbos and Yom Tov, so they can perform a mitzvah which has by Jewish heritage become a woman's mitzvah. In times of the Holy Temple, whenever one would bake bread, a small piece was taken from each batch of a measured quantity of dough before baking. This portion called challah was given to the Kohanim, the priests. Today, we commemorate this by taking off a piece of dough when we bake bread or challah. A blessing is made, and the dough is put aside and is later burnt. This mitzvah called challah, symbolic of all the laws of kashrut, is testimony to our faith in God and the recognition that all the bread and food in our home is God's gift to us. Well before sunset on Friday afternoon, the mood of Shabbat hovers in the air. My house is abuzz with Shabbat preparations. Freshly baked challah, the tantalizing aromas of gefilte fish, kugel, chicken soup, and cholent fill the air and mark the beginning of Shabbat, the climax of a week filled with mundane worries and routine work. Shabbat is a day when we separate ourselves not only from work and business, but also from what one Jewish author calls the busy pleasures of leisure, from travel, sports, hobbies, television, and movies. Imagine a day when the telephone has no hold over us. The clamoring world has no power to intrude on our Shabbat peace. Preparations complete, the house glistens, and all weekday cares and thoughts are put aside. The house is tranquil as sunset approaches. As my grandmother before me, now I, my daughter, and granddaughter light Shabbat candles every Friday night. Thus we are a link in a chain spanning generations, mother to daughter, the unity of Jewish women. The flickering Shabbat flames illuminate our homes and bring warmth and light to a darkened, cold world. My grandmother had a saying, the Jews didn't keep Shabbos, the Shabbos kept the Jews. Indeed, the Shabbat has kept us, throughout our history, a people set apart from all others, a holy people. The Baal Shem Tov, a great sage, asked, "Where can God be found?" And he answered, "Wherever you let him in." A Jewish kitchen where kashrut is observed, God is there, tangibly, visibly. In the dining room, around the table, Shabbat, holidays, warmth, beauty, God is there. Wherever you let him in, God is found. And in the intimate relations between husband and wife, there too, God is present. The observance of Jewish family life begins with the observance of Taharat HaMishpacha, the laws governing intimate relations between husband and wife. These laws correspond to a woman's natural rhythm and reflect her femininity. From the onset of a woman's cycle and 12 days thereafter, the couple refrains from physical contact. These laws reflect the woman's life-creating cycle, which ends with the onset of her period. And then, when her godly potential to create new life is revived, she sanctifies her reunion with her husband by first immersing in the mikveh. As she immerses, the pure mikveh waters envelop her body, and she emerges renewed. The laws of Taharat HaMishpacha have always been the stronghold of the Jewish people. Archaeological sites in Jerusalem, for example, reveal the same mikveh structures we have today, though certainly ours are more modern and convenient. Jewish women have held the laws of family purity dear, breaking ice in frozen lakes where there are no mikvot, or traveling long distances to use one. From the pristine waters of the Jordan to the crystal clear waters of our mikveh, this symbolic source of life links us yet again in the chain of our beautiful heritage. Taharat HaMishpacha, the laws governing intimate relations between husband and wife, foster and enhance mutual respect between the couple, better communications, and greater sensitivity to one another's needs. Even after many years of marriage, the relationship retains the quality of a new marriage, with feelings of anticipation building up anew each month. Women who observe the laws of mikveh feel themselves and their marriage refreshed and rejuvenated every month, much as a young bride feels. Women who have passed menopause without observing this mitzvah may nevertheless use the mikveh one last time to achieve sanctity in their married life. Jewish women are entrusted with these three mitzvot fundamental to Jewish survival. The Jewish home is not just a home built with hammers and nails, colors and fabrics, but one created with the wisdom of our Torah. It was the commitment and foresight of our grandmothers and the love of our Jewish mothers which passed the Jewish tradition onto us. The observance of Challah and Kashrut gives us an awareness of the interrelationship of the physical and the spiritual, the meeting of body and soul. The lighting of Shabbos candles enables a woman to bring light, peace, and happiness into her home. And the laws of Jewish family life elevates the marriage, sanctifying love and life. By observing these mitzvot, a woman establishes a tangible connection to God and to all the Jews of today and yesterday. Every mitzvah adds more depth, more purposefulness, and more fulfillment to a Jewish woman's life today. You too can make these three special mitzvot yours.